Okay, so I just got up like 20 minutes ago and got on my computer and checked the homepage, and Zeah was released. I read over the news post, which really didn't say too much I didn't already know, and I got on RuneScape. But before I head over to Zeah, I want to do one thing first, which is this. And there we go, 77 rune crafting, and now I get the message, you can now craft blood runes from Dark Essence. That's the reason I was holding off on it, because I want to see that new message, which is pretty cool, because I'm probably one of the first players to actually see this exact level up message. So, yeah. Also, I can now boost to do the Fremnik Elite Diaries, which I'll probably do later. I don't know, there's no real rush to do that before Zeah, and the boost could take a while. So yeah, now I'm going to head over to Port Sarim and sail over to Zeah. Okay, so I got here by this guy, Veos. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. And while I was waiting for my run to recharge, I was viewing the skill guides to see if there was anything new, and I did see a few bits of Zeah content here and there. It's not really obvious, or a lot of it isn't really obvious. For Magic, there is a new armor set, which is nice to finally have a new low-level armor set for Magic, because, you know, there's nothing for the first 40 levels until now, besides Wizard Boots. I also got to see the Necromancy Spellbook, which is really cool. And I actually did get 94 magic the other day, which covers everything in the book. So, yeah, I can go straight for reanimating dragons, I hope. Which I am really interested to see, because there was a screenshot of the purple dragon, and I wonder if it has any special drops or just prayer experience. Either way, I'm excited, because I do also need prayer experience. Let's see, what else did I find? Of course, there's the blood and soul altars. I didn't see much else here. Oh, smithing had a pretty good bit of good new stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I actually didn't see the dense ore the first time I looked through here, but this must be the new Dark Essence stuff. Then we have Gem Rocks. Gem Rocks is old. I thought it was new because of purple, my bad. Volcanic Sulfur, Blast Mining, and Levakite ore. If we go into smithing, and there's a whole section for Levakite, apparently it requires only level 45. And it's a nice red bar. It looks like what you probably would expect Dragon to look like, which makes me like it instantly. But this goes all the way to 93 smithing. So I have a feeling by the fact that it's called supply armor that you make it more for trading. Like you mine the ore, make the armor, and then put it in a box for the soldiers or something. But the fact it goes all the way to 93, I might have said 94 before, my bad if I did. But the fact it goes all the way to 93 makes me really excited for that. There is a new fish that was in the news post. It is the anglerfish, and it needs 82 cooking. It's pretty much a dark crab, but it can heal like 2 over your max, or it can heal some over your max hit points. Kind of like, I guess, a rocktail. So that's pretty interesting. Actually, kind of looks like a rocktail too. I did notice there's a juniper tree in here, but I can't find it anywhere else. Like, I couldn't find it in fire making or fletching, so no idea there. In Hunter, there is the worms, which apparently are used for the fishing. And I think that's about all I saw. Oh, and there's the shortcuts in here. So, thankfully, I do have high enough agility to do all of them, I think. Unless I misread that. But I think that is the highest level one for the essence mining. I was worried that I wouldn't have high enough agility to really benefit from the new rune crafting. Like they'd have a level 91 or something and I'd have to train up. But it seems I have all of them. I'm also a tad disappointed because that seemed like a good opportunity for high level content. But here's the first shortcut. There's the second. And I saw one up here for the third. Can't see it now. There's another one, and there's another one for apparently in the mine. So, I don't know, there's a few shortcuts around, but most of these are essence-related shortcuts for the essence mine, and I should be able to clear all of it. So far it seems that I can clear all the Zeah content, and yeah. I guess I can just do the quick travel. I'll come back and talk to the guy later. But, yeah, here we are in Zeah for the first time, and here's the little meter, and I love how it just expanded there. So, I take it this is like, oh, you can't move the meter, can you? That's kind of annoying. But, and also you can click through it. So, it shows you all the houses and what you can do to gain favor and what you gain from favor. Wind tier armor, that's interesting. I guess you get, by wind, they mean the right to use it in the fighting. But you heal soldiers, fight lizardmen, tackle organized crime, and get the different... Oh, this might be cosmetic armor, too. Like, you know, you might not be able to wear it when you smith it, but then you get as, like, a cosmetic set to prove your faction to them. It's kind of disappointing how, lizardmen's so low down. I wonder what the Dragon Warhammer is. I heard that's a thing. I didn't check yet, though. Let's see. Anglerfish is max. Unfortunately, this house does not seem to have as much content, although a lot of that's just kind of filler. They always could add more in the future, though, so I'm not too disappointed. So, let's see. Fishing nets, take fish to the market, hunt grubs, steal stuff. Oh, I did forget to mention, I did also notice that in other, you can pick locks. So, I think that was all I really saw. And oh, it kind of expands when you mouse over it, I think. Yep, that's it. That's pretty cool. So, let's see. Charcoal, sulfur, gunpowder. Make the equipment, and blast mining is 100%. Whew. I did expect some of this to be 100%, but I didn't expect it to be, like, I thought maybe the good content would be like 75, and then like cosmetic stuff 100, so it'd be a bit easier to maintain multiple houses, but apparently not. So, yeah, that armor might actually be good then if the other good content is 100%. Access to the kitchen, that has a 5% reduced burn rate. I think originally they were going to experience, but changed it for obvious reasons. The allotment is automatically protected, so that does sound like the allotment is free for anyone. There is a new allotment. The spirit tree patch, I definitely want to get that. Because what happens if I have the spirit tree patch and lose the favor? Do they just dig up my tree? That seems kind of mean. But, yeah. So yeah, pretty much it's just the spirit tree patch, the allotment, and the 100% stuff. The rest seems like just favor gaining stuff. And okay, so you need 100% to get the runes. Well, I guess I know what I'll be doing. So, I'm almost wondering if how high would I need to get in this house before I can get to 100% in this? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go straight for Arceuus here. Or Arceuus, I'm not sure the right way to pronounce it. But, yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight for that and apparently head to a library. Okay, so I just got onto Zeah proper, I guess, or off the dock. I know there's the fishing house over there as well, but, yeah, a lot of Korean guards, too. I did turn on roofs, I usually have them off, but, you know, just to kind of get the full experience of Zeah. I'm not sure how I get up to, Arceuus, though. This is still the fishing house. I have a map up on the other window so I don't get too lost. But, yeah. I also did change this going out to 82. So, I can make... Well, okay. So, apparently I can just walk in here. I don't know. I guess that's the one thing I am a tad disappointed with Zeah, is there isn't like a big unified pathway between these places. So, yeah, I could just walk right in here. And, the library should be... Let's see... general store's there. This is the center of the town sort of thing. Nice big glowy crystals everywhere. And, yeah. So the library should be right up here, so I guess I can see what that stuff's about and gaining favor. I don't know, it might be a bit stupid to go straight for 100% in Arceuus, but I want to try out the blood runes. So, yeah. I don't know, it'd probably be best to get, like, some in another house, but I'll probably end up losing 100% a few times, and I also really do want to try out Necromancy. Once I can swap the spellbook to it, it should work a lot better. So, yeah, I think it's right up here. Yep, right up here, it looks like. So, here is the library, the great library with all the lost knowledge and such. So, if I click that, it should say, yeah, seek dark knowledge, mine runescence blocks. It doesn't really say when you can use the library. I guess that's 20%. So I guess I just assist until then. But I remember there was mention of lost lore in here too, which I'm interested to see. So I guess I can just enter the door here. They did do a very good job designing this. So, yeah. So I think I'm just going to talk to people till I figure out what to do. And, yeah, I guess the help option comes in, but I probably should get a bit of a tutorial here first. So, yeah, I'm going to work on building my favor here. Well, after a few hours of running around this library, I have enough favor now, or I'm about to. I got the last piece of a dark manuscript now to hand into this guy, which gives 3% each, I think it was. And when you hand in a book to either of these guys around here with a help option or to this guy, you get a Book of Arcane Knowledge, I think it's called. Book of Arcane Knowledge, and that can give you either runecrafting experience or magic. It's 10 times your level for runecrafting, not sure the exact rate for magic. So I have a ton of these to use on runecrafting now, because that's probably the best one to put it on. So, yeah, but now I am maxed favor with Arceuus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I did watch the Q&A stream and some other streams of Zeah while I was waiting, and also read a lot on Reddit and such. So I have a fairly good idea of the content now, or a lot more than I did before. So yeah, but now that I have the favor, if I go here to the little menu, it should, so yeah, I can mine the rune essence box. I heard that wasn't worth doing for favor, so I didn't try it. I saw the necromancy spellbook. It doesn't seem that good, or it seems like more something like a side benefit, not like something you do for a whole bunch of favor or for a whole bunch of experience. Like, it's not something you can actively do. As for the runes, they seem really good, and I definitely want to try them. But first, I want to look around a bit more first, and I think the bank was down here. I don't have the map up at the moment, so yeah, if it's not like right around here, I guess I'll have to cut it and find it, but I think it's right back here. Nope. 1 second. So the bank was just west over the hill from where I was, and yeah, so now I got Graceful and a Dragon Pickaxe. I wasn't sure if the Infernal Pickaxe would incinerate the ores, but I want to go do that and look around Arceuus a bit more too. I also have a Chisel, because apparently you need a Chisel for the rune crafting, and to get some crafting experience as well, which actually seems really nice. And I hear you need to purchase the fairy ring for 80k, so that's why I have 80k. Also, I had to go through these books since I couldn't bank them, but I noticed the experience went down for some reason. So that's a bit disappointing. But yeah, according to the map, this has an altar in here. Ooh. Huh. I don't know, it's just that I actually don't know how to get in here. Do you have to go in through the towers maybe or something? But the map shows an altar symbol, but I just want to kind of explore around the house a bit more and, you know, see what it has to offer rather than just focusing on the content. So yeah, this is just a big fancy house with an altar somewhere. This does not look like a nice place. I kind of don't want to be here. Yeah. So yeah, there is a lot of buildings with not a lot of use, or big buildings, but I think they said they want to do that because they want it to only have, or the buildings have a lot more significance than a whole bunch of small, useless buildings, although they're still fairly useless, but I don't know. It's not that much different than like Faldor or such, or Varrock. They have a lot of useless homes. Okay, so here is the altar. And there's an NPC here, and an altar, so yeah. So, sorry for that cut there. I messed up a little bit and showed more of my chat than I wanted to, but I wanted to check the altar and it says it has no symbol. I talked to the person here and they said they pretty much don't worship any god. A lot of, Corinne apparently does worship Saradomin though, so that's interesting. And, I also talked about in the crypt below, that's where they got rid of their bodies. I assume it's down there, which is, kind of creepy. But pretty much they worship the dark altar. Just fun with that word so much. But yeah, they use the dark altar, and they kind of got rid of their bodies and have a more spiritual form now. So yeah, they're kind of creepy. Maybe I didn't pick the best house after all. But I don't know. I know there's a general store and a bar. I saw a bit about the bar, but apparently they don't sell any drinks and just have a bit of dialogue. So I think I want to head up here now. From what I see, it's behind the library, or you could go through the library. That would probably be smarter. There is also what's it called? Tower of Magic. So that might be worth checking out as well, but apparently this is how you get through. And back over here's the Tower of Magic. I guess you actually were supposed to take the other tour. That would have made a lot more sense, huh? But yeah. So I'm not sure how many videos I will do on the Zeah stuff. There's some bats around here, and here's a Tower of Magic, which apparently... Oh, there's the door. I thought the door wasn't there for a second. I couldn't get in. Okay, so I can't get into the tower at the moment, so I'll just head north. Okay, so I went north a bit and I found the fairy ring here, but it's dead, and I think I talked to this guy and he will allow me to, or he will fix it for me for, there we go. So now he's going to reanimate the dead mushrooms of necromancy. That's actually a really cool little touch there. So, yeah. So now I can use the fairy ring back and forth. I think I know the fairy ring code. So, I can actually use this without a staff now, because I did Lumbridge Elite, not so long ago, actually. So I think it was actually just CIP. So, let's hope, Reddit didn't lie to me. That one lied to me. Whoops. Okay, so, my bad. Reddit didn't lie, I got it wrong. It was this instead. So, yeah, it was one, letter code off. So, yes, it was correct. So, I didn't get trolled twice. Or, once by myself, once by Reddit, I suppose. So, yeah, so now over here's the Dark Altar, and this is the first time I'm seeing it in person. Like I said, I did see, some streams and such of it so far. while I was doing the library stuff. But yeah, apparently it's AFK because when you mine the essence... Ooh, skeletons. So, I don't know where the Dark Altar is. I guess it's right up here. So, something on the map. So, I guess this is the Dark Altar itself. And this is where I can swap spellbooks. So, now I have Necromancy, which isn't that useful. So, pretty much how it works is you can reanimate an ensouled dragon corpse of this. And you can just kind of see the rune cost. It uses body, soul, blood, and nature. Apparently, blood and soul are like used in nearly every spell, or a lot of the higher ones seem to use swap. It seems all of them use nature. Lower tier ones use body, and higher tier ones use blood. That seems to be the trend. Although it seems some don't use soul as well, so I don't know. It's weird to have such a low-level spells using soul runes, because they're like the highest level of rune, though. You would think it would just require body instead of soul at lower level or something, but I don't know. If I actually go into here and search, let's see, dragon, should be somewhere around here. Also, the dragon warhammer is not released to Zeah. I don't know why I was mentioned. There we go. So this is like a drop you can get from dragons, and pretty much this is what you use to reanimate the dragon. That's the purple dragon thing they teased about. So it doesn't have a combat level, but when you kill it, it gives you prayer experience. You can either kill it on the spot when you get the drop, or you can take it here and kill it for more experience. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I think I actually am going to keep this for the moment just so I can teleport back here with the home port. There's no other teleports, it's just all the different reanimates. I probably will look over them a bit more, but I don't know, I see this more as something that, like, you get the drop and on Lunar you spellbook swap to this to reanimate on the spot, or you bank it and then come here and swap to the spellbook and then do it in front of the Dark Altar when you save up a few. Kind of like the whole Longbones, you save up a few, then take them to the NPC sort of thing. But, yeah, I think I will leave the spellbook on just for this for the moment, because, then again, I also can, yeah, I can also spellbook swap for a magic potion, so I think, oh, darn, I'm back on normals, not looter. Might as well just, switch back to this, then. So, yeah. So I got that, and now right up here somewhere, there's the, essence mine. So how it works, from what I've seen, is you get essence, you have to run the essence back down to, yeah, you go from here, I think. So here's the shortcut. Thankfully, I can use all the shortcuts, because without this is painful, I think. So you mine the essence here, just like the normal essence mine, but it's dense. Then when you get enough of it, you run up to the Dark Altar there to infuse it and get, like, the dark energy. And then you can use the chisel on it to turn into little shards that apparently only take up one space. Huh. This is much different than I expected, the whole little animation. But yeah, you do also get a mining and crafting experience from this. So, yeah. So you get the experience from those two, and you get the dense essence block. It's an entire block, not just a little bit of essence like we're used to. And you take that to the Dark Altar, then you chisel it into little shards, and then you can go to the altar to turn it into stuff. So let me just cut until I get an inventory of that. So I just finished up my second inventory of dense essence blocks here, and what you do is you put them on the altar here, like I was saying, and you get some rune crafting experience, and then becomes dark essence blocks. Now, I already did it for the first inventory just to test it out, and because I think it's efficient to do 2 inventories at once, because, you know, these stack, and if you click it, it says it has equivalent of 108 essence, so I think it's like 4 for every essence block, or something like that. So, yeah, and it stacks, and I know I can't do too many, or like I don't think all of this would condense. It only lets you have so many at once. So I also want to see how many it is as I head to the Blood Altar, or the pile cannot grow any larger. So apparently the limit is 27, I think it was. Yeah, 27 because I have the chisel. Now I only can do 26 though because I already have a... Hold on. Okay, so apparently that's a one-way slope, so I have to climb up here, and then run all the way around here to the Blood Altar. At least I'm pretty sure that's the Blood Altar, and that this is the way I head there, and why am I not moving? Can I actually not get up that way? How do I get around then? I am confused, because I thought that's how you got to the Blood Altar. It looks like a Blood Altar, so, do you actually have to go? Oh, if you do have to go the other way, that really sucks. And, I'm losing prayer doing this? Do I need prayer for this? I think that's something with the Dark Altar. Anyway, I think I have to run around the long way, so, yeah, give me a minute. Okay, so I think this little path here is how you get to the blood altar, you know, right at the start of where you headed to the dark altar. This is opening the fence, and you'd run around here to the blood altar, which is a pretty far run, to be honest. I hear you can also use the abyss. I'm not sure if you take a dark essence block to it or a dense essence block, but after you craft runes at the blood altar once, I think it is, you can use it on the rift, and it will open up and allow you to go through. So I think the method you're supposed to use is you know, I'd teleport to Edgeville once I had all this stuff in my inventory. Then it would take me directly to the Dark Altar through the Abyss, and then I could just run back using the shortcut. So this does look like the Blood Altar. Really hope it is anyway. So let's see how big the experience is. It should be 38k per hour, maybe a little faster because they still need to bounce it a little more. But yeah, but this is the Blood Altar. It looks really cool, and there's an NPC here too. So if I craft them into a bunch of blood runes, and now I can craft all of these back into the little shard things, getting a little bit of crafting experience. I don't know, it seems like this is actually a fairly decent amount of experience for mining and crafting alongside. Wait, is this automated? Oh, it is. It's just much slower, kind of like a Sacred Eels automation. So, yeah. I don't know, I kind of like this, and I do that, and a lot of blood runes. So how much are these worth? They're probably going to crash a decent bit, but probably still more than deaths anyway, I assume. I don't know. So, yeah, that's blood rune crafting. I think I'm going to talk to this guy, head back, and get a bit more so I can open the Abyss Rift, and then move on to something else. Huh, that's a bit convenient. I mined my way in to the Abyss's inner ring, and I was right in front of the Blood Rift. So if I click on this, it will say... Okay, so it cannot find the true Blood Altar. However, if I bring in a sample of the Dark Altar's power, it can link it to the Rift in Corinne, or that. So if I try using this, it doesn't work. So it does need to be a Dark Essence. Good thing I got that. The power of the Dark Altar redirects it to Corinne. Okay, so instead of trying to link to the actual Blood Altar, it now links to Corinne, and it doesn't even consume the Dark Essence. Yeah, I assume in the future if they do release the other Blood Altar, there would be a way to toggle it, but now I can teleport right here, and I don't have anything suitable to bind, and it is 4 per and 96, so it's 96 experience per essence. That's cool to know, and 4 per, so I don't know, that's a lot of experience, and I think I was right about, yeah, I think this is how I got back, so you can go only down here. So, yeah. But I think now I'd like to go around to the other houses real quick. I don't know. Either that or I'm going to end off this video and do that in another video. But I'm not sure about that yet. Hold on. Let me decide. I decided that I will be ending this video here. In another video, I'll explore more around the rest of Zeah, the different houses, and, you know, more of the city itself. So hopefully you did enjoy my exploration of House Arceuus here. And, yeah, I'm going to go mine some more essence and try and craft a few more blood runes to see how I feel about them. So, yeah, until next time, goodbye.